The first step to enlightenment is the encounter with the shadow. Everything horrible that human beings have done was done by human beings, and you're one of them. You should be able to recognize in yourself all the horror of humanity and take responsibility for it. There's some real utility in knowing that you're a monster. Now, and just because you're a monster doesn't mean you have to be a monster.
Hello. Bruce Lee had once said, if you want to know others, first know yourself. But what does it mean to know yourself? There's the world we show on Facebook, the highlights of our lives, the good food we ate, the good experiences we had. Similarly, to how highlight reels of fighters often depict them to hit harder than they actually do. You see all these finishes over and over again, when in reality, it was a culmination of many well-timed shots or even just the finishes they had in their career, not their whole career, which also had decisions. Seeing all these highlights, sharing one's good side, from the good side of our face to the good side of our lives. If you've ever downloaded Tinder, you know that it creates a false perception of reality. As we are exposed to others doing this, we compare our lives to theirs, thus feel insecure. If we get stuck in a competitive cycle trying to prove our lives are just as great, we end up feeling fake. Somewhere down the line, it just stops feeling real, and you know exactly why. It's not the whole picture. When projecting the entirety of your existence, you know that one moment does a poor job at telling the real story. Our individual condition is the same out as it is in. As many beautiful, glorifying traits a human being may possess, in truth, we have just as many, if not more, dark ones comprising our existence. This is the truth we are unwilling to show. The truth of who we are, as we know. Many who experience this portion of our existence will not be able to handle it. Even deeper, looking in the mirror, we might even feel we cannot handle the entirety of what we are. Monsters. But what is the tragedy of not uncovering the evil that exists within us? Carl Jung. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. If you avert your eyes from the darkness you are capable of, the darkness that exists within you due to the mere fact of you being a mere human being, then you will let that darkness play out as a subtle narrative dictating your present experience. If you do not think you are capable of evil, you are absolutely committing evil. That is the irony, the paradox. When you choose to understand yourself, yet accept yourself regardless of all that is dark, you can control yourself. That is when you are no longer controlled by your unconscious. After all, how can anyone address a problem if they refuse to acknowledge that it exists? When you reach that place, when you're okay with who you are despite being a monster, from there, you're able to accept and love others truly, because truly, we are all monsters. Understanding ourselves is what breeds the foundation needed to understand another. The same way to genuinely love another must first start with us genuinely loving ourselves. We cannot give if we do not have, thus we find what we seek is not from the outside world. It must always start from within oneself. When you understand this, you realize your human experience is not a derivative of the outside world. It is a result of the narratives playing within you, a result of your inside world. Knowing what you are, what you are capable of, naturally, you will have to show yourself some level of respect. Thus, naturally, you are able to expect some level of respect from others. You're better equipped to say no, to not let others walk past your boundaries because you know the extreme of what could happen if you allow them to do so. You'll be more careful with yourself. Miyamoto Musashi. There is nothing outside yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside yourself. All that you desire from the world, it all already exists within you. Whether it be love, respect, wealth. The world is beautiful, abundant with endless possibility, but to see it, to seize it for yourself, it starts in one's own mind. It starts with you. If you like work from me, please subscribe and hit the notifications. Thank you if you did. It really does help the channel. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. It's good karma. And until next time, peace.